Beep. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Peaked in 6th Grade podcast where we beepity bop and we boop and we boop. I'm here with Katie and Jayden. And how do you guys feel about the recent events? Katie was just dancing and that's why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing because of the recent events, because the recent events are serious and that's not why I'm laughing. Katie was dancing and it was making me laugh. Yeah, so we got
when you say
news.
recent events, it's really hard for me to pinpoint which one, because the past 3 days have been a little bit goofy, a little bit wacky, but like not in like a funny goofy wacky way, like in a bad goofy wacky way where America's a hellhole.
Yeah.
In a fun way.
Yeah.
You're referring, of course, to Kanye and Kim getting a divorce, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing that we were talking about. Just that.
It's terrible. And how Kanye West might be cheating on Kim was Jeffree Star.
Which is a baseless rumor, and we didn't make that up. Please do not sue us for defamation. We don't believe that. We just saying.
Even if we did believe it, he can live his life. God bless.
God bless and amen.
I think it's so funny how like this baseless rumor came from a girl who started the licking toilets challenge.
That's the same girl. Is that the girl who was on Dr. Phil?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
the
really
lady
funky.
who went on Keemstar to talk about this started the coronavirus challenge where she would go on airplane bathrooms and then just film herself licking the toilets. So I can't believe so many people are gonna believe that woman.
Yeah.
I think she got like a few little things lost up there when she started, I don't know, licking the toilet seat of an airplane toilet.
Yeah, she got brain damage from the germs.
Yeah, and it's terrible. But yeah, it's always, I don't know, it's like I don't really care about other celebrities' lives, but it's like, weird divorce. Wasn't expecting it.
I feel like I was expecting it, maybe just a little bit.
I was expecting it a little bit sooner, like during his like presidential run.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Gotta keep my mind on the money, babe. Sorry.
Do you think they divorced because Kim voted for Biden?
I think that's probably part of it. Well, no, I think part of it was like Kim Kardashian was like very serious about her like taking the bar and becoming a lawyer and her prison reform stuff, and Kanye was like, I'm gonna be the president, and she was like, oh, that's weird. She stopped. So that's how that went in my head.
Do you think if he was the president, people would be as upset as they are right now about Joe Biden becoming the elected official? What if instead of like storming the Capitol for Trump, it's just a bunch of like Kanye fans who's storming the Capitol for Kanye? Kanye's the president. Not who the fuck this Biden guy is.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about what happened yesterday. This is Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Wednesday was the 6th of January. I'm dating this episode now.
Thank you for that.
So yesterday, a bunch of silly guys went on a little field trip to Washington D.C. to have a photo shoot in the Capitol Hill because there's nothing else they could really do there.
Yeah. And here's the thing, that wasn't a good decision.
No, but
is that
no one stopped them. Really good, wise observation, Andrew.
Yeah, hot take there.
Yeah, no, really though. I mean, the whole thing is just super fucked up, especially the double standards. That's really like the main thing about this is how fucked up that is, the double standards, and how I mean, they were, like, all of the videos you see are just people just, like, standing around and, like, taking pictures and taking things, and, like, no one's doing anything. They're just standing.
Do you think, like, the cops are the ones who are helping take the pictures? Like, some guy breaks into Nancy Pelosi's office, and he's like, hey, man, can you take a picture? And he's like, of course, dude, no problem. Anything for you, fellow white man. How are you? How are you doing? You doing good?
As long as you can get one of me.
All right, no, film me, bud.
The cops were in the crowd. The cops were in the crowd. The cops were half the people that stormed the Capitol building.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't understand what the goal was. Dynamic. What do they think was gonna happen? That they could just like get up there and say Trump's the president, and then they did it.
Weren't their intentions to literally kidnap Nancy Pelosi?
I didn't hear about that one. What's with people in kidnapping people?
Yeah.
I guess they thought they were gonna like find a land lease that just says this person is president, and all they had to do was sign the paper.
No, there's like a paper that says Joe Biden is the president, and they just like scratch out his name and just write Donald Trump, and then like Nancy Pelosi looks at it, and she's like, huh? I guess Donald is the president. Okay, well this is what the paper says.
You guys hear about this?
Maybe I got open to the paper.
You guys hear about this shit? No, like that. I literally heard that they were planning to kidnap Nancy Pelosi and they brought zip ties and like shit like that.
Oh yeah, no, I heard about the zip ties.
Yeah.
And they brought a pipe bomb to the RNC.
You know, when you bring a pipe bomb to the Capitol building. You know, Wednesdays.
Mondays.
Just radical things.
Just radical. Oh Jesus! I mean, they're like,
because like most of these people didn't come from DC, right?
no, people like flew in.
Like most people didn't.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. But they all had like those big ass fucking flags. So they're not. So do they pay for an extra seat on the airplane for those big ass flags? Because I don't see how else they carried them unless there's like a little concession stand outside. Like it's like a Mickey Mouse balloon cart, but for Trump flags, and they're just selling them outside. Like, come get your Trump flags.
Get your torches and pitchforks. Get your torches and pitchforks.
Get your Trump flags.
We got your
Get
Confederate
your
flag. We got your Confederate flag here.
Get your QAnon t-shirts and your Trump flags.
We got pipe bombs on the low for cheap. Come on.
Get your I raided the Capitol on January 6th t-shirts.
Yeah.
There were actually guys wearing t-shirts that said Civil War, January 6th,
I
2021.
saw that. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, y'all made merch? Y'all were ready.
That new Yeezy season looked kind of fire though.
Yeah, but really the whole thing is just super fucked up. I mean, like, I know we were joking about it, but it's just like insane how much no one fucking the video of the police officers opening the barricade to people storming the Capitol building, like not doing shit, no rubber bullets, no tear gas. Like, I know everyone's talking about it on Twitter and how fucked up the double standard is, but like really,
But we're also talking about it.
we are also talking about it on our podcast
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
Did you guys see Trump's little video message?
Yeah.
There's some found
Where he's
footage.
like, I know this was a fraud. I know this was a fraud. He's like, I know this was a fraudulent election, and that I should be the president because this is fraud. It's all voter fraud. But can you guys please stop, please, I love you guys.
Please.
Ooh, woo, it's me, Donald Trump. Ooh, woo. Don't storm the Capitol no more because they're getting mad at me. Love you.
You guys are so special to me. You guys mean everything to me, but please stop it, please. I mean, you don't
You guys
really
are
have
making me
to.
look bad.
They're gonna get me fired. They're gonna get me fired if you do this, please. Please stop.
Bros came in,
please.
started fucking around, got me fired.
Oh, Jesus.
But he's just like, I didn't even do that. It's not even me, guys. This is not my fault.
Literally.
But like, he's like,
Donald Trump having people like not like having people storm the Capitol, but that occurring is like in high school when we would just go hang out at like Subway or something and mess with our friends, and then they'd get yelled at by their superior. You can't have your friends
guys
coming
might
like
work-
that.
this can't be here.
They're disruptive.
Then he made like that tweet. Fuck, what was that tweet? I know they deleted it. I need to find it.
Something about how he
Thanks,
wants
if
to
you want.
have violent sex with Mitch McConnell. Is that the one?
Yeah, I saw that one. I think I retweeted it.
These are the things and events that happen when a sacred landslide election victory is so unceremoniously and viciously stripped away from great patriots who have been badly and unfairly treated for so long. Go home and love and peace. Remember this day forever.
That
Guys,
part, man.
I
That
didn't win, so I think it's okay that they stormed the Capitol building, and it's fine because I didn't win, and that's what happened when I don't get what I wanted. So it's okay.
This has never happened before, right?
No, yeah, no, except, when the British
and then
people.
that other time, and then there was that other time.
There
But
was
wait,
that
when
other
they
time.
did it, all those other times they had like a plan.
Yeah, this time they were like ah, their thoughts were just ah. That was it. They were just
Yeah.
That's all. That's all they were thinking the
They're
whole
like,
time.
let's storm the Capitol, and then we're gonna get inside the Capitol. And I don't know, take a couple pictures. I don't know, maybe right on Nancy Pelosi's desk.
To
You suck,
steal her
LOL.
mail.
Steal her
Someone
mail.
just carved in their initials on her desk.
Jonathan was here.
Go to Nancy Pelosi's desk and play Bed Wars. Play Bed Wars on her computer.
Find her Animal Jam login info and take all her shit.
Log in the webkins.
That was the plan. They just wanted her pop Tropica.
Yeah.
We could talk
just-
about that. We could talk about. I don't know if that's a good segue. We could just talk about all the different,
All the different
like
All the
games, like the sites that we had when we were kids.
Okay, so they rewrit Moshi Monsters. So I've been doing that all morning. I'm gonna be honest. I've been playing Moshi Monsters rewritten.
Holy
It's
shit.
in my tabs right now. If I were to show you my tabs, it'd be right there.
Oh, that's so great.
I've been playing Toontown rewritten a lot. Angie mentioned it as like a streaming joke probably, but I've been playing Toontown like nonstop.
I literally used to have like an obsession with Toontown for like a year straight, where I would play every day for hours.
It's so fun.
It really
That's
is.
what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
It's like Wizard 101 if Wizard 101 was owned by Disney. I really do like all these games just being rewritten. Like someone just the game gets taken down and now you get like the memberships for free.
Yeah,
They're
they
like,
should-
Guys, we could make money again.
No, they can't profit off of these things, the rewrittens. They're not allowed to profit off of them.
Oh.
Interesting.
So that's why the memberships are free. So
Ah.
Toontown, you get a free membership. Moshi Monsters, free membership. Club Penguin, free membership. If Fantage Rewritten ever comes
I
out,
was just gonna
I'm
say
Oh
that.
my god.
They have
Oh
to.
my god.
They have to do
There
it.
isn't one yet, but if a Fantage Rewritten ever comes out, I hope another virus lockdown happens.
Maybe not. Maybe
No.
not.
Hot
I want
takes
to play
left and right.
Fantage Rewritten. Okay, I think we need another lockdown in general.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It would be convenient if they would also do Fantage Rewritten around the same time.
Yeah.
It'd just be convenient for me.
When we have our next lockdown, someone better rewrite
Do you-
Fantage.
Do you guys
We're
think
gonna do
that
it.
we're gonna have lockdown parties in like 5 years, and everybody's gonna have to show up
Like wearing a mask when
like
you don't
in
really
masks
have
and
to.
shit? Yeah.
No, it's gonna be
Wow.
like in like the future, like 2040, like the Spirit Weeks. It's gonna be like 20 Spirit Week. Wear your masks and gloves to school day.
No.
Everyone stay 6 feet
And
apart.
the kids like paint like their hair up here. They just like paint their strips and they like do little TikTok dances for
Oh
20
my god. Holy shit.
My mom taught me how to do
Mental
the
act.
renegade. I bet you guys don't know how to do it.
My mom let me use one of her masks from when she was actually in quarantine in the 20s. So mine's like vintage, yeah.
Everyone like all the dance majors and like theater kids are just like up on stage doing TikTok dances.
Like the part of their like school assembly, like film yourself doing the renegade and we can post it on our Instagram profile. Renegade.
No, they're not gonna have
Renegade. I don't know how to do
Instagram.
the renegade.
They're
You
gonna
know?
have some like fucked up
What are
shit.
they gonna have?
It's just
I don't
gonna be
know.
like on the forearm.
Yeah.
It's gonna have the phone.
I mean, yeah, we're laughing about it now, but that's gonna be like normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're gonna like one day like someone's gonna listen to this and be like, "Can you believe that they didn't believe in arm phones? What fucking idiots!"
No, it's kind of we're like going that way with Apple Watches. That's
I mean,
what
truly.
it's like
No
trying
one
to
really
be.
likes Apple Watch though. Everyone who
Well,
I
no,
know
no,
who has
but
an
that-
Apple Watch doesn't use it.
Like if it was done and executed properly, yeah, and if they could really do what they wanted to with it, I'm sure that they would make it so that phones you could like
think
strap
an
to
arm-
yourself.
I think it'd be inconvenient though to have it just on my arm because I have this right here. So what if I want to click on a link but then I can't see the link because I
Yeah.
have the Triforce on my arm?
Yeah, same.
I mean, you do have
Yeah.
2 arms.
But what if
Oh, but there's a little heart on this one.
Why would it cause?
This is
See,
the
you're
like
going
button.
in the skin. You want the phone in the dermis. I don't know about all that.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. Like we just
Well,
become
we
the
can.
computer.
I mean,
I think that's,
That's true.
realistic.
you'd have to like clear screen space. Bro, my fucking screen cracked. What does that mean? I broke
You
my
break
arm.
your arm.
Yeah.
That's what you say instead of breaking your limbs. You just go, my screen cracked. Shit.
5
Hold
phones
on,
would be
my
kind of
my
cool though.
my eye body is dead. Let me go charge it. You gotta plug it up your ass
Oh,
and just sit and charge for a minute.
Oh god.
I
I
think
like
the
how-
ear would make a better port, but okay, Katie.
I like how me and
No,
Katie
'cause
have like
look, if you
matching
look at the phone
tattoos.
charging. This is like the ass. The ass is like the bottom of your phone.
I think you just
Yeah.
looked at the podcast and you're like, it's been more than 3 minutes without a shit, piss, or cum joke. I need to make something related.
What else has been going on in the news? Are we done talking about the Capitol?
We'll talk about Mitch McConnell again for 40 minutes.
Yes, because he is the news, really.
Mitch McConnell lost his Senate Majority Leader position because Georgia went blue for both their senators this
Mm.
year.
Yeah.
So Mitch McConnell's not having the best week, I think.
Let's talk about that because that's good news. We can talk
Mitch
about some good
McConnell's not
news.
having a good week.
and how Georgia's Senate's blue.
Yeah, and how that one fucking weird ass lady who's like, I'm not
Oh.
gonna say that Biden's our president, and then she got voted out anyway, so her say doesn't even matter at this point.
Yeah, and then she was like one of the senators speaking last night after the Capitol Hill thing, and the entire time she looked like she was on the verge of tears.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Mitch McConnell lost his spot, and he had to admit that Biden was the president. There were a few senators that were like, "No, I'm not gonna agree to that." But
Yeah.
Mitch McConnell was like, "Listen, it'd be against democracy if we just overturned this vote." So it's like, Mitch listened to the podcast. I think Mitch was like, "Listen, I gotta fix myself."
I mean, even the
Fans
fucking
are
like,
listening.
Mitch McConnell.
yeah, we intimidated him. Even the fucking Utah senator was like, yeah, Biden's the president. Like, Utah.
That's Utah.
Yeah.
And Utah is basically their own
It's
country, so.
Pretty much.
Going to Utah is terrifying.
What's that fuking Fox News guy's
went-
name?
Carl Zeus?
Tucker Carlson? Tucker Carlson. Fucking Tucker
What's he
Carlson.
up to?
Well, so I was
What's he up
watching with Dave. We were watching the streamer.
Tucker Carlson.
We were watching. What are you saying?
What is she just?
What? She just is repeating Tucker. Tucker.
Carlson. Tucker. It's Tucker, why?
I said pucker. With a C. I'm calling him a cock.
Ah.
No,
That's a
pucker
good
means
one.
you're. Man, the English language slips past you, doesn't it?
Anyway, Dave and I were watching this streamer Hassan Abi last night, who just covers like news going on and live streams it and talks about it. And he was like watching Tucker Carlson speak on Fox News, and he's just like the peak of brainwashed Republican Fox News anchor. And like the way he talks about shit going on is it's
As
not
a
very
Fox News
fun.
anchor should.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just hard to listen to. Like,
Is this just a little troubling? A little troubling to listen to?
yeah, it's like painful, like physically.
I don't really watch the news very much, and my parents just watch MSNBC, so that's all I know
MDMA
about
on
the
TV.
Yeah.
Fucking, I was gonna say something. I can't even remember what it was.
About Cucker Fuckerson.
Cuck Fuckson?
Man, oh, it was about Utah. I was gonna talk about Utah.
Okay, talk about Utah.
The only time that I've ever been to Utah on purpose was I went there because this was like when I was like looking for like colleges and stuff. The Southern Utah University texted me on the email, and they're like, "Hey, if you want to come visit our school, we'll give you a free t-shirt." And I'm like, "Oh, I love free t-shirts. Okay, I'll
Some
go."
drip. Okay.
So I drove 3 hours to Cedar City, Utah, to go to this school and go to like their whole tour thing, and it was like an overnight tour. So like they paid for your food and stuff, and I'm like, look at this, I'm getting a t-shirt, getting some food, having a good fun time. The girls that I was I didn't really talk to them very much, but like they seemed fine. And then we went back to their house and we were watching Pitch Perfect. And then I turned around and then I looked at all the paintings of the woman whose house we were staying in. And every photo, it was like her was a gun and wearing like a Trump hat was her friends, and like her holding dead animals. And I'm like, oh my God, where the fuck am I? I felt like Get Out, but it's I'm the only liberal in this Republican area. And all the girls were like, cool pictures. And I'm like, no, not cool pictures.
No.
And as we were like filling out like applications and stuff, they were like, they gave everyone like an application, and it's like, do you plan on going on any Christian missionary thing soon? And I'm like, me? And they're like, yeah, do you want to go on a mission? I'm like, no.
You're just like sitting there with dyed hair and fucking like, you're just like holding all your Miku figures and you're like, me?
You found yourself in the den of the bear.
Are you asking me if I want to go on a mission to South America to preach Christianity? You guys want to talk about how fucked up missions are? I think those are pretty fucked up. I don't think we talk about that enough in the real world.
Yeah, we should
In the
address
real
that.
world.
I just think the concept of missions are pretty disgusting, that you think your religion is so much better than anything else, that you have to go to other countries to save people from there who don't know of Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, that's how the spread of religion worked.
I know.
At
but it's
some
not
point,
like,
but now it's a little
a lot of
outdated.
things are outdated.
Yeah,
But
it's
I'm
true.
just saying that's
Yeah, good point.
they're
a lot of
still
things
doing it.
about
They're still,
a lot
like
of
going
religion.
to a different country to be like, hey,
Hey.
you heard of, hey, you heard of Jesus?
That's how
You don't
they
know
do it.
Jesus? Dude, you don't
They
know
go,
Jesus?
they go, hey, do you guys want to hear?
Do you guys want to hear about my boy, Jesus Christ?
I see you smiling, but I don't see you shining. What's wrong with that? What's up?
I see you smiling, but I don't see you shaking that ass. Back that shit up.
And in the
Back
Christian
that shit up.
church, we be doing that.
This is what God's all about, baby. Twerk,
What
shake
if
that shit.
missionaries use TikTok dances?
That would be more
to get
effective.
people? Yeah.
They would go, hey, have you guys ever heard of our Lord and Savior?
Like they're doing the WAP dance, but they're like, it's like a Jesus version called Worship and Prayer.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear about this WAP? This Worship and Prayer for the Lord.
Shake your ass for
Shake your
Jesus.
ass for Jesus.
It's like the song "Fuck Me in the Ass" because I love Jesus, but it's "Shake That Ass for
Yeah.
Jesus."
Oh god, that song is so good.
Nicki Minaj's new single broke all kinds of boundaries.
It sounds like the Trisha Paytas song "Shake That Ass for Jesus."
Oh, that's a whole
She
other.
has that song about how much she loves Jesus.
Trisha paid. I don't even want to get into it.
You looked back down. You're like, no,
The
no, I
energy.
can't.
I just said so much. Takes so much out of you.
Trisha Paytas says that she's now Jewish, but then celebrated Christmas and said only Jesus is the only one who can judge me.
Only God can judge me.
It's the only, like, Trisha Paytas is the only person that's, like, she could say that I am just not surprised at all.
Trisha Paytas could just like post like,
Trisha
hey,
Paytas.
I'm God, by the way. I'm the third coming of Jesus Christ, and we'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay,
Trisha.
Trisha. Trisha's at it again.
Who gave this bitch the microphone? We talked about this, Steven.
Do you think Trisha was at the Capitol Hill?
Yeah, I think she was like the ringleader of it all.
She was on the planes like, okay, guys, when we get there, here's the move. We're just going to run around.
We're gonna stand.
And that's why they ended up doing what they did. Nothing.
Run around. That's literally what they fucking did. They went in, broke a bunch of
Playing
windows,
tag in there.
playing fucking Candy Crush.
No, they're
Jesus.
playing hide and seek in there. And like the cops were like the ones who were sneaking and they were hiding and they were like hiding under Nancy Pelosi's desk and the cops are like, is somebody in here? And they're like, you got me. And they're like, hey, there you are. There you are.
Dude, did you see that fucking video of a police officer just running from like one white guy in the Capitol Hill building? Like he was just running from him.
I saw a video where like some guy pushed him. Like he just pushed him away, but then the guy like just came back anyways and he's like, oh well, I did really good. No, I pushed you.
Dude, like you have a baton. You have like you're gonna use your weapons on peaceful protesters, but like a white guy comes running after you, and you're just gonna run? Jesus.
I mean, white men are scary.
That is true.
Some of them. Jayden's okay.
Yeah, Jaden's alright.
Well, I don't
Well.
know. I feel like white people are kind of we're like real dangerous because there's so much cultural appropriation that
Yeah.
you never really know how we're gonna get you. We could like come up with like try and throw a shuriken at you, or we could just like hit you with a fucking bat. Like you never know
That's
with white
true.
people. They always
Yeah.
got something up the sleeve.
They just got something that they stole from somebody
They're
else.
crazy like that, yeah. Hey guys, it's me, White Girl 469, and I'm here to show you guys my new torture method. This is all from us. It's called waterboarding.
Now, how did your brain get there? Now,
Katie's brain works,
what was the line of code that did that? I don't.
What gears turned?
We need a patch note. Quick.
This is waterboarding ASMR.
This is update 1.1. Oh, Jesus.
Your car is running a little hot there.
Why is waterboarding a torture method? Don't they do that shit all the time in Hawaii?
Here's something I want to talk about.
You.
I'm gonna change the subject.
I don't want to let Katie drive the boat.
Yeah. Since we're on the topic of men, sort of. Hey everyone, Angie here. Sorry to interrupt your very important listening of this episode, but we do start talking about some pretty sensitive topics here, including pedophilia and grooming, so if you're sensitive to those things, skip ahead about a minute and a half, but yeah, bye. I need to get my laughs out because this is a serious topic. Well, I just want to bring this up very briefly and very vaguely. If you're a popular streamer or a YouTuber watching this podcast for whatever reason, I just have one little tip for you. Don't groom little kids. Don't groom them. Just don't do that.
Angie has spoken.
I know it's a hot take. I know it's a hot take, but just don't do that.
I don't get how this happens so frequently.
It really
This
does.
is like a frequent thing.
Yeah. It's
Is it-
always
is
it's
it
always
that-
the
is it
Minecraft
that
or like the
hard?
Smash.
Is that hard?
I mean, just like if you wake up and you're like, should I talk to this underage fan sexually? Just go, no. Just don't do that. Just
Say
don't
no
do
to
it.
drugs.
Say no to
Go
grooming.
therapist.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because it's pretty important to me at least. Anyway, we can move on from that now.
If I could, I would make my thumb up, a thumbs down.
We didn't really get many questions.
All right, I got a question. What's something that you guys cooked that you were like, wow, that hit a lot harder than I thought it would?
I don't cook.
Pasta, just like noodles with butter and garlic powder.
Okay,
Like, because
alright.
it's like the simplest, like poorest meal, but it's so good.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. All right.
What about you? I don't really cook, so I don't really have any
Um,
answers on this one.
I don't know. Last night I kind of did something. I made like turkey and peppers and
Ooh.
like a little garlic. It was very good. Very nice.
Sounds
I'm sorry.
very
I was
nice.
just trying to think of a little thing to talk about.
Yeah, that's a good thing to talk about. I love cooking. I be doing that shit constantly, like finding new recipes and stuff.
Fuck up the pasta.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, welcome back to Peaked in 6th grade culinary edition. We're culinaries class. We're learning how to cook.
Oh, here's something. I've been making this tomato soup that I
Sick.
saw it on TikTok, right? But I kind of like tweaked the recipe a little bit, and it's the best thing I've ever made in my whole life. You gotta roast the veggies first before you blend it in the soup. You gotta roast them.
Hey, fuck you, veggie. You're so ugly. I bet you smell real bad, huh? But you stink so bad. Ew, but your mom.
God, she's a
doesn't
good
like
chef.
you.
Oh God, she's a good comedian.
Comedian.
She's a good. Yeah. So tomato soup. That's really fun, funky.
I like cooking by just like looking in the fridge and being like, could these things go together?
Yeah.
Maybe we could sure try it.
We'll see.
I wish cooking in real life was kind of like cooking in Webkins, where you could just take like 3 random fucking foods and you'll get something. You'll make
Yeah.
something.
It is kind of like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like actually.
Especially with like baking, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yesterday, or was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday. I was like, why don't people cook with banana? It completely slipped me that people do. I was just like, I don't think I've ever done that. So I just tried to use banana as if it was a plantain, and I forgot that all the sugar content fucks with it and makes it act different. It just acts a fool. I did like banana and peanut butter powder, and I put it on some bread, and I like toasted the bread, and it was actually
Ooh.
threw a little cinnamon, a little honey on there. It was real
Ooh.
good, real good.
Oh yeah, I used to make like peanut butter banana toast, like every morning
Ooh.
for breakfast. That's just gas.
Okay, back to my Webkins thing. Like what I was saying, like taking random shit and making it. I had to Google this. Webkins was like to make the mocha polka, which is like a hot chocolate thing. I don't know. It's like you just need grapes, a hot dog, and some toffee. Put that in your little oven, and now you got like a whole ass meal.
Grapes and
Like,
hot
what can
dogs.
You love to see it.
They really just put like the most random shit in there, and then like eventually you'd get real food. Like it's saying, put cherries, chocolate milk, and shrimp together, and you're gonna get a meal if you do that.
What if
I
cooking
don't
really worked like that? We just had to unlock the recipes by putting shit in an oven.
Yeah.
In 2016, Angie and I made this video, and it was called "Making Webkins Food in Real Life," where we tried to make like their like Waffle House
Yeah.
thing, where it was like waffles and frosting. And I think we should just redo that, but only use the ingredients that this thing tells us to do.
Yeah. I would love
I
that.
think I wasn't in the original, but can I be in
You
the
weren't.
remastered?
Of
You
course.
can be in the
Of course.
remastered one. We're gonna make a really good food. Like
I want to make the
Shoop-de-doo
grape hot
soup.
chocolate.
Shoop-de-loop. Oh God. Explain what that is for people who are just listening to audio.
It's a Webkins soup. It looks like a shoe, and there's soup in it, and it's made of blueberry cheesecake, pink lemonade, white rice, fudge, and licorice.
You could do that right, except licorice. I don't think you could do licorice. Right.
Or we can make whatever the fuck that is. Embrinkled. And I know it's reversed on stream, but it says embrinkled crumb dingle. My favorite food.
Tooth extractor.
Ooh.
Shabloomers. What the fuck are these shits?
I got a pair of those.
Cop the new Shabloomers?
How about a birthday party sandwich? Do you guys want to know what's in the birthday party sandwich?
Less than anything.
Bread, hot dog, mac and cheese, birthday party sandwich.
What the fuck?
Holy shit. That sounds kind of
Oh, it's
fire.
birthday party, not birthday cake. Okay. I was...
That's a sandwich that you make for your parties.
Yeah, that's what
Very
I
true.
do. That's normal.
Was anyone ever like that as a kid, where you'd like try to like make your own like recipes, or it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this is my thing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
What'd you guys have? I'll go first if you need a minute.
yeah.
This one time I went on a Girl Scout field trip to like this random zoo in San Diego for like an overnight trip. So like they prepared like food for us. And they had like burgers and mac and cheese and all that shit. And I wanted to be like a cool kid where I'm like, I don't want just a burger or just mac and cheese. I'm gonna take the
Ooh.
burger buns, put some macaroni in it, go sit down next to my fellow Girl Scout troop members and eat that shit in front of them. And they were like, that sounds so good. And I'm like, yeah, it does. It's macaroni and bread, and you eat it like it's a sandwich. I'm a culinary master. Gordon Ramsay hit me up.
Wow.
Here's my number.
Eat your heart out.
Eat your heart out, Gordon Ramsay.
I can't really think
when
of
I
what
was-
I had.
Oh, my bad. When
Nope.
when I was a kid, I used to go to my grandma's house because she would drive me to school in the morning, and she would make me oatmeal, and there were sprinkles and a bunch of other shit in this one cabinet, and I would climb up onto the counters and like grab as much of it as I could, put it on the counter and jump down, and the whole time my grandmother would just be like getting ready to start her day because it was 7 in the morning. Can't expect her to be overwatching me every minute. But she would walk out, and I would have made this oatmeal into like a brown consistency with like reds and greens in it, and then like honey on top. And she would just kind of look at me, and just, I can remember her multiple times just asking me like, "How are you eating that? That looks terrible." And it was, because I can remember it just tasted like the sugar molecule, not sugar, the sugar molecule.
Yeah,
It was
sounds
too much.
good. I mean, I can't
No.
think of anything
Would you eat that
specific.
today?
Oh,
Jayden, would you eat that today? Would you make that for yourself and eat it right now?
I would try it as a joke just to see if the flavor that I remember matches as well. But no,
Yeah.
no, never.
Yeah,
I would
like,
rather just not eat, because now I understand that that's an option. You don't have to eat garbage. You could
That's
just
true.
wait.
Yeah, I mean, like, something that I remember I used to do, like, nothing specific, but I remember I used to just, like, instead of making sandwiches with things in them, I would just make sandwiches with various condiments. You know, like, just some ketchup and mustard, no other things.
That is like 50s and 60s poor shit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I respect your hustle.
But it was like if we just had bread, but but no, we didn't have like sandwich meat or like normal veggies, and I wanted a sandwich.
This vegan shit easy.
Mustard sandwich, bitch.
It isn't that bad, because I've done it too. But I did it not because I thought I was being a creative culinary mind. My dad would always tell me that when he was a kid, that's what he would have. He would have like mustard sandwiches because
Yeah.
they couldn't afford anything else.
Yeah.
And so one day, after I got tired of him bitching at me about that, I just decided to make one, and I sent him a picture. I was like, "Mike, you ain't shit. This is pretty good."
Imagine walking into Subway and being like, "Can I get Italian bread and some mustard and some ketchup?" All right, thanks, man. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, toasted.
Toasted, maybe some salt and vinegar on there. Salt and pepper too.
I'd be embarrassed if I were you.
I saw this TikTok about how this woman was making recipes from like the 40s or something, like going through an old recipe book, and there was one for toast water. So
I'm sorry.
Beer?
What does that mean?
it's what you think it is. I mean, it's just a piece of toast that you soak in water,
Oh.
and then you drink the water.
No, I don't. That I thought copious amounts of sprinkles and honey on oatmeal was bad, but that, like, the image of a piece of toast in water is like 10 times worse.
You just
That
drink the water.
upsets me.
I feel like all these like weird creations, we have to think about the god of weird creations, Mr. Spencer Shea from iCarly, making spaghetti tacos.
Yeah, I've
That's
yet
the
to
thing,
try
there's
that.
nothing weird about that. I think that Spencer Shea is the reason that I look at food the way that I look at it.
Yeah.
There are no like racial boundaries to food. If it tastes good, it tastes good.
There
And
you go.
nobody should get upset about it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not saying it's a weird combination. I've eaten spaghetti tacos. I've made them myself, and they're good. I'm just saying that no one has really thought of that before.
Yeah, like he started all of this. Yeah.
Have you guys ever made spaghetti tacos?
No, but I've always wanted to, and I think everyone
I-
has.
When you come to Vegas, we're gonna make spaghetti tacos.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like our little creations that we've mentioned that we made isn't as bad as like normal foods in like Australia and Britain, where the Brits will eat like beans and toast and call.
Beans on toast isn't that bad.
It kind of sounds good.
Beans
You
on
just-
toast ain't too bad.
Okay, I was like,
I'm
they're
just
like
mad
the
that you never
staple
made
food.
ketchup sandwiches.
Yeah, or like they
How
have
about
a
fairy How about fairy bread?
Yeah.
You want to defend fairy bread? in
No,
the
I
business?
won't
You wanna
defend that. I won't defend that. I won't.
They just put sprinkles on bread and called that a cuisine in Australia.
Yeah.
Fuck
Oh.
is that supposed to be?
The
They have,
fuck is that?
What the fuck is going on over there?
Imagine with the toast water. Imagine you're just sitting around like the dinner table. I imagine that it's like a real splintery ass piece because I don't know, when did they invent sandpaper? That's separate. Anyway, but you're just sitting there and your husband just starts choking. It's just like man's just dying. Oh, Johnny's got flax in his throat drinking on his water. Like, I wonder if they would
One
strain
day.
it or if they were just like chunks of bread.
No, I think it was like it would like go through like a coffee filter. So you would soak
Okay.
it in the water and then like pour the yeah. Anyway, another
Man,
thing
water
that Britain
filtration
has
has come so far.
Britain has those chip buddy sandwiches.
I'm sorry, what?
It's just
Chip
like
buddy.
it's 2 buns but just with french fries in it. That's the sandwich.
God, Britain's cooking from the 40s recipe book too.
Yeah.
Man, now I want to thank George. I want to thank George Washington for getting us out of there. So if it weren't for George Washington, we'd be eating beans and toast and whatever the hell Angie just said, chip buddies.
If you think about it, George Washington is the reason that Mitch McConnell has a platform, and that's beautiful in
That's
the
very
trickle-down
true.
effect.
Yeah.
George Washington is responsible for everything bad that's ever happened in this country.
And
I
good.
wanna so speaking of toast water, my
Hell, why is there?
my boyfriend has a friend who he lived with for a little bit, and he used to make peanut butter water. So
Oh.
he would put peanut butter in a water bottle and just shake it and then drink it.
I want to go.
So that's
Oh.
really awful. That's really
No, it's-
awful.
That's
That
terrible.
sounds absolute.
Yeah.
That sounds like a crime.
These
God.
things make me wonder, why are people not just happy like eating bread and then just drinking water? What is that not? You get more of the bread flavor. All right. Like wow.
A cocktail made with peanut butter water and toast water. I mean, I think
I'm gonna go home.
yeah,
This
I
bar
think
has
with
been
that we
closed by the
should
health
end
administration.
the podcast. I guess this is farewell then.
Don't forget to follow us on twitter.com. We're at Peakton6. It's the letter 6, it's the number 6, not the spelled out word. And then on there you can find our link tree, where you can find our Twitch. We do live podcast episodes like the one that we're doing right now if you're watching it. Hi! If you're not watching us on Twitch and you're listening to it on one of the streaming services, you can get a whole new experience by looking at us and hearing all the edited out content. That's always a fun thing, right? That's always fun. But thank you everyone who's listening and watching it right now and supporting us. We love you all platonically. I have a boyfriend.
Platon.
Yes. Anyway, thank you for the watch and the listen and the vibe
Money.
And the
and the
love.
money and the money and the money and the money and the love. Podcast is done, right? We're over?
Mm-hmm.
Over.
Okay.